What is up, guys? Pie Muffin here, and we are back with our Tales of Crestoria video. I don't really have anything to show for this video, but we're just going to talk about it because this is an issue that I've seen several people come to me about. There's actually a couple things. So the first thing is, there is a bug that you might get. There's nothing you can really do to, like, stop it from happening. But there's a bug where, in the challenge missions, sometimes you'll be doing the challenge missions, and then your game will get, like, a connection error, and people have, booted up the game again, and their challenge missions are gone. So, if that happens to you, honestly, the only thing you can do is, if you're really early on, I would just recommend restarting your account if you haven't spent any money or if you haven't done too much. If you're someone like me, who maybe you're already, like, super deep in, you are honestly just gonna have to, I think the official Tales of Crestoria website has a help area. You're just going to have to send them an email and hope they can help you. If not, you're just going to have to deal with not having these challenge missions, which would suck because there is a lot of good stuff in here. But yeah, overall, if you have that happen to you, unless it's something they can fix in an update, like maybe enough people complain where they actually just do an account-wide like search to see, all the people who got their stuff messed up. I would say you probably have to, there's probably like a ticket service you can write on the official website to do that there. The other thing that I've seen happen is people get a connection error when trying to log into their account, and all of a sudden it starts the game as if they don't have an account. My only recommendation for that, and I don't know if this will even do anything, but when you first make your account, make sure you go to this other tab, go to transfer data, and link your account to a Bandai, you have to link it to a Bandai ID. So you have to make a Bandai ID, whether you do it through Facebook, Twitter, whatever. And you need to, I would link that immediately, because if it does some weird thing where it just, like, removes your account from the game, maybe you can at least this isn't really something I can test because it hasn't happened to me, so I'm really just going based on anything that could remotely work. So I just wanted to give that heads up for people who have this happen to you. Either you have to write a ticket to the official people on the Crestoria website, or make sure your account is linked. Because if your account is linked, you can also tell when you write your ticket, you can be like, okay, this is the email I linked my account with, and then if that was linked, they can at least search it through that. Obviously, there's a lot of bugs still kind of going on. We've got my most recent video, I made a video on the power-up quest, how there's like a bug with that, and how to kind of do a workaround with that. I've seen some people say they can't even play Arena, like they open up Arena and it immediately crashes for them. So, as much as I hate to say it, maybe Crestoria wasn't ready to release yet, but I'm guessing they really just didn't want to delay it any longer. If they had said, again, they need another month to polish things up, it would have been even worse for this game. And then another issue that there is, and I think we're going to get it eventually, it's probably just not ready yet. If you play on the Japanese version of the game, there is one more banner here that we don't have on global, and that is a paid version of this starter banner, which you can only do 3 times. You can do 3 full multis with paid gems, and it guarantees an SSR. Which a lot of people are going to complain, obviously if you're free to play, that sucks for you, because you would be like, oh, why can't I just use my free to play gems on it? And it's like, the whole idea behind Crestoria now is they don't want a repeat of what happened with Raze, so they need to incentivize people to spend money. If people don't spend money on this game, the game dies. That's just how gacha games work. If people aren't, you might be like, oh, there's so many people playing the game, it's probably going to do great. It's like, while a lot of people playing is good, the people who keep this game alive are the people who are spending money, the people who do buy these Gleamstone packs. I bought I'm probably going to buy this one every 2 weeks. You get 1,000 gems for every 2 weeks. You get like 50 gems a day. Probably every 2 weeks when this runs out, I'll grab this one. I doubt I'll ever grab this one because this is a lot. That's 2 multis in 20 days, which is still pretty decent, but I'm not going to throw $40 at the game a month, which it's still not bad. I mean, if you look at the sales for the actual gemstones, $40 a month to get 2 multis is not that bad, since you basically, for $40, for the same price, you're getting a multi and 2 singles down here. So there's that. And plus, you've got, like, the monthly stone pack, so you can get, like, 4 multis here for 80 bucks, which is that's a pretty good deal if you're someone who's going to whale out on the game, or spend 23 bucks once per... Oh, that's just once in general, whenever sales go up. But yeah, so I do think we'll get that paid banner at some point. I just don't know when. They actually made a tweet the other day, but deleted it because I guess the banner wasn't live yet. Maybe they weren't ready to put up the paid banner yet, but I'm sure if they have the tweet ready and the stuff translated in English, I'm sure it's going to be coming to us. But other than that, that's pretty much it with the... I mean, there's a lot of, let's just quickly go over in the news tab. Current ongoing issues. This was made... the world channel doesn't work correctly, so if you're trying to get that mission done where you need to type in the chat, you'd be better off waiting till you have guilds unlocked. Join a random guild and then type something in there, because that works as well. More current issues. Let's, if this wants to load up pretty quick, we can go over and see what it says. There was an error. If a Memoria Stone held by a player is sent to their gift box, receiving it will result the first time acquisition cut-ins being displayed. Yeah, there's just a bunch of stuff in here. They're talking about what you can do to restart the application, what it'll fix, and stuff like that. So clearly there's, and gacha games have this from time to time where it's like, unknown issues that they can't really test until they actually release the game. So it's just gonna be something that we're gonna have to, kind of deal with for the first couple weeks. If you are somebody who lost their account, though, that really does suck, because I know some people who have already spent money and then they lost their account and they're waiting to hear back from the Crestoria team to see what they can do about their account. And the only thing I would say for that is, if you are somebody who plans to spend money on this game, maybe wait, 2 or 3 weeks to start spending money. Just to see what happens and see if they can fix everything. Because the worst thing that could happen, and I'm sure there's someone out there that's had this happen, where they wailed and they got every unit on the starting banner and then they lost their account. I'm sure it's happened somewhere, and then you don't want to have lost all of that money for nothing. But that's going to be it, guys. Let me know what you guys think down below. Let me know any issues you've been running into, maybe stuff that I didn't go over here. Because obviously I can't go over everything because I don't know literally every situation, because there's so many different things that can go on. But that's going to be it. I hope everyone is enjoying Tales of Crestoria so far. I'm really excited to see where this goes in the future. Don't forget to subscribe for more if you're new to the channel. I'll see you all next time. Have a wonderful day, everyone.